Hi, all chess goodies. In this video, we're gonna take a look how many moves does it take Mittens to checkmate Deadlost. So let's find out. Mittens starts with d4, and we see knight to f6 from Deadlost, and now c4 and e6. So many Indian games possible. And now we see knight to f3, the anti-Nimzo Indian variation. But Deadlost decides to go for something else, and that is to go for the Queen's Indian defense, which is fine, but yeah, it is just an opening, but probably not the best choice against Mittens, but okay. We see a3 now, and d5. You, while this is a fine move, you probably want to play bishop to b7, although you might want to play bishop a6 at some point, but yeah. d5, just a fine move, but now just knight to c3, putting pressure, developing the knight, and now we see bishop to d6. Not the best move, but still relatively okay. And now bishop to g5, and now Deadlost just castles, but this hangs a pawn. So I'm sure that you guys all see it. It's just that the pawn on d5 is hanging because of this pin. So that's what happens in the game. Mittens captures it, and we see e takes d5 back, but now knight takes d5, taking advantage of this pin, and there's no good check with the bishop. Sometimes when the king is castled, it is possible to take on h2 and then take the knight back, but in this position there's only this check, but then the knight would just capture it on b4. So it's just a pawn down position from black's perspective. So now bishop to b7, and now it's even worse because white can just capture on f6, just shatter black's defenses in front of the king, and now it's just really bad for Deadlost, since he is Deadlost in this position. Bishop to h6 happened, it attacks the rook, so rook moves. Now e3, preparing to develop the bishop, the queen into the attack maybe, and castle. Queen to d7, trying to defend somehow. Knight to h4, getting ready to bring the queen into the attack. And now queen to e6. And now we see a very fancy move from Mittens. It is a brilliant move, and it is a bishop sacrifice, bishop to c4. But the bishop is obviously untouchable, because if Deadlost would take it, then there is checkmate into like this. Deadlost saw this line, so it just went back to d7, and now we see just castles from Mittens. Now rook to e4, trying to bring the rook into the defense somehow maybe, while attacking the knight, but Mittens just defends the knight while bringing the queen into the attack. And now rook to g4, trying to maybe get some counterplay or get the rook back, but after f3, Deadlost decides to give up the exchange to survive a bit longer. Because now after bishop to a6, trying to maybe trade off these bishops, there's already a forced checkmate in 5. And it starts with queen to f6, just threatening checkmate, so bishop to f8, but now just queen to g5, king h8, bishop takes f7, once again threatening the checkmate, and Deadlost probably knows that he wants to avoid getting checkmated as long as possible, so he gives up the queen first to protect the checkmate for one more move, and after e takes d4 and bishop takes c4, Mittens checkmates Deadlost with queen to g7 on move 22. So yeah, that's the answer to the question, how long does it take Mittens to checkmate Deadlost? And yeah, that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You can check out my other video here. And yeah, thank you for watching.